The brother's career was like, he was everywhere, bro. The guy was broke asking Diddy for peas. His missus was like, yeah, they was at the party or whatnot. And he's asked Diddy for some bread. The guy took out a wad this thick and gave him a $20 note. I said,
It's like,
brother.
see, I want you to break down the psychology of the person who says, you need something from me.
You need some peas?
I want you to know
I said,
that I've got it. No, I've got it in abundance. This is what I've got. This is what I've got in my pocket.
It's dark.
But this is what I'm giving you. There's more here, and I know you need it, but I ain't giving it to you right now.
This is a 20. If you need some more, you know where I am.
Yeah.
Show the camera.
Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Expect Foolishness.
All right. Where is
he at? He added one. 3 all rights. KG is furious,
How
bro.
you doing, Trev?
No, go. What's your quote, bro?
Adversity introduces a man to himself.
I like that still. Adversity introduces a man to himself. Who are you when it's going bad, bro? Well played. But listen, guys, no KG this week because he chose something that's more important to him than the pod. Take it out on him next time you see him in the comment. Really let him have it.
I think he chose to waste his time personally.
He chose to waste his time, bro.
We all know how that situation is going to play out.
Well, I mean, anytime he chooses football over the man, then he gets hurt. He's like that brother that keeps going back to the girl that don't treat him well. He's
like, why do you put up with this, bro? Leave her.
Just an abusive relationship. You're just like, bro, you actually deserve better, you know? And he goes, yeah. Straight back to that dumb team. You know, you just say, bro, your team is shit, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, how you been though, bro?
Yeah, I've been all right. Better week so far than last week.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the end of the year, though, man. I'm looking forward to chilling.
Don't wish away time, fam.
Yeah?
Don't wish away time.
What do you mean? I'm not wishing away.
You said you're looking forward to the rest of the end of the year.
I'm looking forward to, I'm looking forward to having time off.
Oh, okay, cool. Now we're podding. Okay, cool. Say less. Yeah, no, I'm good, man. I was just we just did a 4-day stretch of the tour, Orange Stylers tour.
Okay.
So we started off in Bedford, then we did Leicester, Newcastle, then Leeds. That was a vibe, man. Like, you know what's mad? I realized, yeah, I think I was having a bit of an interesting relationship with stand-up recently, right? Passing on my grandma and stuff. Like, nothing was feeling funny. I think I spoke about it with you guys. Like, I did a show a couple of weeks ago, and honestly, bro, I felt nothing. Like,
autopilot.
Yeah, it's like I'm saying the things that I know that you're supposed to say, but this laughter it's affecting me none, bro. If you look at if my heartbeat was hooked up, it'd have just been just normal.
By numbers.
Yeah, bro, just no feeling. But this time round, like the vibe was perfect. Do you know what I mean? Ori's shows are always cold, but it's that thing of like, okay, I felt the enjoyment come back again. So I was really just in a calm pocket, man. I was just chilling with Kane. There's one comic on there called Raj, yeah, this brother. You know those people that they know you don't like small talk. So it's their business to just get on your nerves.
It's the 50 Cent of comedy.
He made me laugh, bro. Yeah, shouts out to Raj Pujara, man. We had a good time this weekend still. So I think there's a couple more dates this week. Southampton, then Birmingham. And then that's me on the tour, but it's been cold, man.
Can we talk about this?
Go on.
I feel like you just do stuff. Everything is a surprise, though.
What do you mean?
Like, there's never like a warning. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm doing a radio show. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm on tour. Like,
Bro, do you know what it is, yeah? I think there was a point in my career where I felt like I was talking too much. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like I was coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Throwback Thursday to when I did the thing. I felt like I just did so much chatting. And then after a while, you just go, do you know what? Just do stuff, bro. Do you know what I mean? I think there's a bar, because you can live in the past a lot. I used to live in the past a lot. If there was ever quiet moments, slap up a Throwback Thursday to be like, hey, just to remind you, look, man, has stuff happening as well.
That's comedy.
You know what I'm saying? It's that time when I was on stage.
How they all laugh.
So I just I think I heard a bar from Gets one time and he's like, I don't care about nostalgia. My best years are ahead of me. And I'm like, that bar hit me so hard because I was literally loaded up a throwback, bro.
Watch this. Hashtag
Remember this, guys? And I thought to myself, I can't live in the past. That's something for me to do at the end when I go, do you know what? This career was a vibe. Da, 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 da. So I just feel like I just do the work, keep going forward, and just keep vibing.
I respect it. I do feel as though you could benefit from maybe just a little bit, just a little bit of a breadcrumb here and now and again.
I know, man.
I'll be finding out Travis is on tour when he starts. I'm like, oh, it's supposed to be on tour.
Bro, I'll be posting the after pic on stage yesterday. Yeah, big up to everyone who was there. You just like, rah, like, no invites.
I think that is a good stance to take because I think it is very easy to get lost in the excitement and the hype of what you've done before. But
Yeah.
there's also something to be said for appreciating where you are and just documenting that part of the journey too.
Yeah, I think that's what social media is for, innit? Do you know what I mean? You do the stuff, you post it, and then when you come back to look at it, you can go, right, this was a real proper momentum time. But for me, I just think if I keep the work first, then I won't chase the adulation.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
So it's all, yeah, mate.
Do you know what I think about? I've been thinking about recently.
What's that?
I was talking to my missus about this. So like, at some point, I'm going to be old.
Okay.
And my children are going to grow up and they're going to be able to go back and look at. And I think it's one of the things that kind of encouraged me to be more present on social media.
Okay.
They can look back and just see what I was like when I was younger, if that makes sense.
Yeah, with footage and highlights and proper.
Look at Granddad.
That's very cold, you know. Think about all the pod content they can see, bro.
Yeah.
I used to, you know what's mad? I had a thought like that. And it was kind of like a bit of a morbid one where you're like, God forbid anything happened. But you just think your young kids would be able to know you with your content.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's convos we've had where it's been deep and serious and that. And it's just like, there's a proper archive of content to know somebody off the back of it.
Do you know what I just thought about? Do you think people will get like highlight reels at their funeral?
What with their pod content? Bro, no, not at the funeral. Your best bits from the pod. No, that's actually so mad. A highlight reel of your online content database, bro. But that's probably and I reckon people are doing it with their Instagram. The collage is going to be your Instagram. Can you imagine if it was bare first traps? That's
What's the grandma just a BBL with that?
It's one of those you just ripped all the pics from the IG and just slapped them up into the thing. And it's like, it's all respectable and there's selfies and it's like a night out and there's one where it's just like bikini, butt cheeks everywhere. It's like, wait, bro, grandma.
The one on the mirror. By the sink.
Flip's sake, man. That's really where the content thing's going, you know. I've seen some people have pre-recorded their video message for their funeral.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen people do that online. I'm like,
crazy.
That's a bit crazy, but would you be on banter though? Or would you be like, imagine you're sitting there, you're just like, anyone who you know I don't like you, you ain't supposed to be here. Get up now, bro. If you owe me money, this is your time to leave as well. If we ain't spoken on the phone in 6 months, keep it moving, bro. What are you doing here?
See, for me, I'm 100% on something foolish. I want something inappropriate. Not like, but just, I would want to be on some nonsense. Like, stuff that I would do probably wouldn't be funny to everyone else, but be funny to me.
What would be funny is if you get someone that's done a dumb message and just like, why you look crying? Man, you're crying over another grown man. Pause, bro. That's like, a why, bro. Like, mind games.
I would find it funny to play like a knocking sound and say, "Hey, hold on, I'm still here." Like, just, but I don't ever be like, I'll be like, no, better. Obviously, if you're hearing this, man's done it.
The man will be laughing and crying, bro. Flip's sake.
I just think there's so much like sorrow at funerals generally, and God willing, I live a long and fruitful life. And at that point, I think when you've got to live a long life, it's more of a celebration. I don't think that.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's going to be sad for the people around you, for your nearest and your dearest, but I just think something to just lighten the day, man.
Nah, I hear it still.
Because everyone goes to eat food later on and they'll forget and start busting joke at that point.
And just dancing and vibing, bro.
So why wait until then?
I hear it still. Hey, let's get to the Diddy doc, bro.
Hey, the Diddy doc.
Let's not play, bro. That doc, yeah. I've not. It's mad because I've watched 3 parts and I've just started the 4th. I didn't finish the 4th before we started. But I have to say this, yeah. 50 Cent knows how to make a hell of a documentary,
bro. This was like so informative. I was like, the production, the cuts, I was like, oh, they really.
I didn't even feel like a bias was at play here. I just thought, this is just information.
Oh,
This This is just
'Cause I didn't think about 50 Cent. The only time I did think about him was every time it started and it finished, they let you know that. By the way, this guy got 50 bucks. It's like, check this out, 50 bucks.
He's
Just so
on
you know.
trial currently. Yo, that doc was. I mean, you're just blindsided by how evil someone could be. Like you start with that first part and you're focusing on his childhood, yeah, and you just look at this scrawny youth in this private school, and whilst I
possibly Somalian,
huh?
Possibly Somalian.
Yeah, possibly like in his lineage somewhere. But even his like, when I look at his dad and I look at him and I'm just like, that's not your dad, bro.
I thought the same thing, but then I thought maybe he was like, and his son's mad. I was thinking maybe he's like an Eritrean kind of like, or lighter skinned kind of West African.
It's possible, but
I don't know.
I'm looking at him and I'm like, that ain't your dad, fam. He's like, the dad's light skinned. His mum's like browning.
Right. Yeah, his dad is very.
And he's just like dark. And I'm like, I know this can happen. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I was looking at it, I was like, something ain't really.
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw his dad, to be honest, because it didn't tally.
Yeah. And it's funny when you look at, so when you start talking about his upbringing and his mum would have the parties at the house and the culture that he was surrounded by, I see how somebody who sees this life gets connected and affiliated into it. Your dad being a bad man. You didn't really know his dad, but at the same time, the myth.
The reputation.
Yeah, the myth of his dad.
Yeah.
You make your boy, as a boy growing up who doesn't really know male energy like that, you want to live up to this. You know what I mean? So I understand these things, but I think I'm at a point now where I've had enough of these stories that explain why a person became the way they did, where I'm like, I'm numb to it now. Like, after a certain point in life, accountability does take over the fact that your story was mad.
100%. Because I think you have to say, well, how long can you, the excuse be, I say this with all sensitivity because I know situations aren't all the same, but how long will you let your life be controlled by a narrative from when you were 5 years old or 10 years old?
Yeah.
Like 50 years old still talking about something that happened before as if it's current.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't have this. I don't have this. I mean, look, it's like, you know, there was a bit of heat for KG for the Victoria Everard thing. And it was Everard? Everest. That's it. Yeah. And it's like, I don't believe that just because there is a good explanation for why you're like this, it removes the accountability. So for him, I was when I'm watching the doc, I'm like, I'm a bit numb to it, but I can see how this became this and that became that. But it's like, I was surprised by the nature of the parties, and you just see how he grew up and is clearly affiliated with that. But what was mad to me, is the seed of how tapped this guy could be when he had that first promotion.
Bro.
And those 9 people died at the thing.
Bro.
And you start to see the first stage of Diddy, where he's like, we got to get ahead of this. Everybody's got to da-da-da-da. There's no human response to 9 people just died in my thing.
Do you know what? That's an interesting point, because what I was trying to work out is that his villain origin story, where he took the pressure of that situation onto his own back, and that's what kind of birthed the start of the Diddy that we see today? Or was it that was in him already, and that just was like because there was I was really looking at that moment thinking it's interesting because it is like a pivotal point. It kind of was like maybe you're on 2 paths where there was a more sort of like I do parties, fun loving kind of Diddy.
Yeah.
He kind of put on a corporate hat at that point.
And that's right. And he's just like, I've got to get ahead of it. And you see him doing these speeches where it's just like, this is a horrible thing that happened, and we want to make sure this never happens again. But it's like, what we see is someone who's great at double-siding, like they're double-lifing. It gave me vibes of James St. Patrick from Power.
Right.
I'm this bad man underneath in the underworld, but to you guys, I'm this upstanding businessman, and I'm trying to make sure that the right things always happen. And I'm looking at that's the first time I see the sign of this double life, because before, I'm not too clear that when he becomes a bad guy. Yeah. He's out of uni, he's attracted to this life, and he wants to get into it. He's working with, what's the guy's name?
The CEO of the...
Yeah, the first...
Not Interscope. What was it called?
Because the man that was signed with Heavy D, Al B. Shaw, and all them men there.
The record label, do you know what? So he's with
the guy he was working with.
I haven't watched it.
Oh, you not watched it? Okay. So is it Andre Harrell?
It might be.
Oh, getting his names all confused now. So anyway, so he's working under this guy, and you know, Heavy D is like the big name at the time. Do you know what I mean? All these other guys. And it's like, he's just a keen intern at this point.
Yeah.
The guy's like, yo, go get me this. and it's like a 10-minute
Yes,
walk.
sure.
He came back in like 3 minutes, and he kept that same
ran.
energy. Yeah, I just ran. That intensity of just I'm trying to climb. Then it's like, you know, let me Andre Harrell, yeah. So he's doing A&R now, and now he's working with Jodeci and helping them man get on. And Mary J. Blige, and he's a success.
Yeah.
And it's that thing of just like you could see it's almost like, you know, when you watch those films and it's almost, you know, it's like a mythology type film, and it's like this baby's growing up, and it's like everybody is aware that this baby's got this special gift.
Yeah.
But then you see it in real time in his teenage years. He's figuring out shit that you took 50 years to understand. Just there, he just got it. Those first couple years working with Andre, he must have been looking at him like, this kid is different. Do you know what I mean? So in a mad way, he's gifted.
Yeah.
Very gifted for this music business.
There's something in his mind, his makeup, in the way he sees the world.
Yeah.
That mapped well onto the music industry.
Yeah.
There was one thing about that thing though, that the event that he had, the celebrity basketball show that he had, where, and I think you start to see a theme come in where he kind of saw this. However it happened, he took this opportunity I say that sensitively.
Yeah.
To use it for self-promotion, basically. And it's almost like it became like a template that he used. Oh, so these crazy things happen.
Yeah.
But this can be a great springboard for my next big moment.
Yeah. That's right. And it's like it's that thing of like, you know, when you're just sprinting. You're just sprinting and you're keen. But he was also gifted in a way which was like, you're a special talent and you're super hungry, you're trumping most of your competition. Because I think the business that he came up, because he was in, what private school was he in?
I'm not sure the name of school, but yeah,
he's an educated guy.
Yeah.
He's not a gangster.
Yeah, at all.
He's not from the streets, but he just knows how to manipulate the environment. And them brothers you find them in gangs. They're not often the baddest guy, but they know how to surround themselves correctly with the ones.
This makes a lot of sense though, because what he's a private school done, and nothing wrong with that, but he was able to manufacture himself into someone who fits into that industry so well that you don't think he came from private school beginnings.
Exactly.
And so maybe he was the prototype for himself, and he's like, look, if I can do it for myself,
thank you.
I just need a little bit of talent, and I can do that with anyone else.
I'm not even one of you, man, and now you believe I'm here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because it's like you can see he gravitates to people that know what they're doing.
Yes.
Takes everything that they got.
Yes.
And now he's got that. And that is one of the darkest themes that shows itself throughout this whole thing. Yeah.
Music, innit?
It's like, let me stand next to you for a bit. Okay, this is how we do it. I'm you now, by the way. so I don't actually need you anymore.
And then the worst part is like, now you're dead to me.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh yeah, we'll keep good relationships. It's like, oh, I like to keep people there.
100
and hungry for me. Like,
and what is mad is like the hunger for power, for how his attitude towards women was from day one fucked up.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing of like, you know, he's sleeping with a girl. There's one girl, the one from like the further back, raped her, filmed it, showing it to people on the screen, and
yeah,
he was showing the footage of him dealing with this girl at parties and stuff. Apparently, right?
But apparently he copied it from somebody else.
Alpo used to do it, and he used to do it with people that would be like, "Oh, that's so and so's girl," and it's like a proper statement. So it's that thing of I'm emulating people I respect, in this world, and I'm gonna do the things that they're gonna do because now I'm the guy. Like even when he called his friend, the guy with the dreads, after he grew up, not his brother, but they grew up together.
Started label with.
Yeah, that's right.
He gave him 25%.
Oh, we'll get to that. But even when he called him into his room just to be, and he's getting head from some girl.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, yeah, Diddy wanted me to see that, and I'm like, so what's up? What do you want? Nothing. And it's like, this guy and his acts of power, bro. It's insecurity on the maddest scale, bro.
Yeah. What's interesting is like, it's kind of like he's seeing people and he's building his characters just based on like almost like the worst attributes he finds in people.
It's a performance.
Oh, this person, I think the father thing is definitely a factor. And I think maybe the lack of having that father figure meant that he tried to father himself in some ways. So he's looking at other guys who everyone's respecting this guy. That guy, he's the man. What does he do? Well, he does this thing, so I need to do that thing too.
That's right.
And I wonder if like his upbringing and his relationship with his mum are really interesting. It's like there's a bit of
abuse.
Yeah, or like a dark cloud there, or a book that hasn't really been opened.
Yeah, because he used to get beatings. Like the way that the business partner was talking about the beatings, he's like, yo, I got beaten, but he got
As a grown man, he spoke about it and he felt uncomfortable.
He was rattled, bro.
Grown man with grey in his beard. He still thinks about that, and it's almost like he was a child again.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine what his mum was doing.
To actually go through it and be Diddy. It's obviously it's that thing of like, you know, he's had a messed up way, but then money being behind him allowed him to have access to places where he picked up skills. You put those skills, it's like when he talked about even being a child alongside Diddy, he's like, you know, I was playful, I was this, I was all of that, but I always knew right from wrong. He didn't know right from, he was just one way, and I'm going all the way with it.
Yeah, the character reference, on his CV character reference is
dark.
Crazy.
And it's like, even the Tupac and Biggie stuff, was the most harrowing part of this reveal for me. Because when I got into this doc, I'm expecting abuse victims to speak. You know what I'm saying? Couple people in the industry talking about Diddy's a freak, Diddy's a sicko. I did not see this Biggie and Tupac story coming, fam. Seeing even, it's always mad seeing Tupac and Biggie's relationship.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were friends.
They were cool, bro.
I forget that. I don't think I actually knew that they were tight.
Yeah, I did see to the extent of their friendship. I didn't know. I always knew they were good. They respected each other's game, and he's like, "Yo, I'm bringing him on tour."
I thought it was like industry mates.
Yeah,
now it's like industry beef.
Brother, Tupac was really rating what Biggie was on, fam.
Yeah,
and it's like Biggie, P Diddy felt threatened by it. Now I look at that and I think to myself, you're a sick man, because your level of territorial energy is off the charts that I even recognize, bro. Because like, there's something spiritual about Diddy.
Oh yeah.
That I felt.
There's definitely elements of that.
There's
a few things I even saw and I was like, what's going on here?
It's dark. Like the whole getting territorial over your friend, but then trying to wipe people out, bro. Like, you see when they did the awards and Suge was on there, and the development of Suge Knight and Death Row was cold. I kind of like the business story of that, because it's like you get a real context of the time. So Bad Boy, they got a reputation for not paying their artists. Diddy's manipulating everybody. He's like, listen, you lot can rap, but you're stupid. So you see this deal here? You're going to be famous. You're going to be the hottest thing in New York, and I'm going to get the bread, because these sales, they're not adding up for this life that I'm living. Craig Mack had Special Delivery out, or Flavor in Your Ear, that's it. The brother's career was like, he was everywhere, bro. The guy was broke asking Diddy for peas. His missus was like, yeah, they was at the party or whatnot, and he's asked Diddy for some bread. The guy took out a wad this thick and gave him a $20 note.
And it's like, see, I want you to break down the psychology of the person who says, you need something from me.
You need some peas.
I want you to know
I said,
that I've got it in abundance. This is what I've got. This is what I've got in my pocket.
It's dark.
But this is what I'm giving you. There's more here, and I know you need it, but I ain't giving it to you right now.
This is a 20. If you need some more, you know where I am.
Yeah.
That's nasty work, bro.
I think there's an element that I was seeing where it's almost like I think one of the things that came to my mind when I was looking at the Tupac situation was that Tupac was very charismatic. People loved him as a person. And I couldn't help but think, I wonder if for Diddy, it was the idea that, do you know what I've had to do to get people to look at me the way you get them to look at you for nothing, just for being who you are?
And he hated
And it's like, and Biggie's supposed to be my artist, and he's talking about, especially when he's talking about going to like changing labels and stuff, just like, for everything that I've done to get to where I am, you man are just here on vibes and you're receiving love. And I think that must be a very hard thing to process as a person who's probably given up so much of their maybe character or their integrity in some ways to kind of get to where they are. And then you see someone come along and it's just like,
they're the genuine article.
Yeah.
And then there's you who's dressed up in the culture trying to pretend. And it's even when someone was just like, Diddy don't even feel comfortable like that around black people, which is mental, but then it makes sense because you're from private school, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? This isn't even normal for you. You just know it's advantageous to be a part of it. So it's interesting because you see the level of how calculated someone can be. Like for me, it was the Source Awards when Suge Knight and them man were there. And having all the full context behind certain moments I've seen, it's the best thing ever. Because I've always known about that speech. If you tired of your executive producer dancing in your videos, come over to Death Row. Now, I've always known that moment, but just to be like, they had beef and that was it. Not realizing Bad Boy were known for extorting rappers.
Oh, yeah.
So now Death Row had to save the day. They got Snoop and Dre. It's looking lively over here, bro.
Oh, yeah.
So now Puff comes on. He's like, hey, listen, I heard I'm the executive producer that they were talking about, and we just want to say we're really happy for everything they got going on over there. You know, I'm never going to say we're black men at the end of the day. This is what the culture's all
nothing to
about.
address the issues.
Just kept it calm because he knew that this thing is so real.
Yeah.
Say one thing outside is up.
Yeah.
So now I'm looking at this side again. I'm seeing the James St. Patrick element because we know Ghost. Ghost is outside, but on the cameras, he's going to chill. And that's when it's like, you look at him and you go, cool, how are you going to process this? Then afterwards you hear him dealing with the gang members and they're like, these guys are going to be a problem. I need them gone. And I'm like, you are one dark you, bro. For someone who presents so clean, the bodies and trauma that follows you is everywhere, bro.
Yeah. I think one of the things that really stands out as you kind of go through the series is, of all the people you've interacted with and worked with, like the trail of this, it's like there's no one that stays with you. No one stays. Everyone's there and then gone.
Yeah.
Also, side note, what I was thinking about when they're talking about him dancing in the videos, Diddy can dance. Diddy can move. I was like,
brother, the guy was really a dancer back in the day.
He was really like about that dancing life. I used to think he just had like a little Diddy shuffle, but
he's active, bro. But it makes me sick, bro, because the visual I can't get out of my mind, is him dancing after Biggie's dead. That is one of the sickest videos I've ever seen in my life, bro. Like, it's the first performance doing the I'll Be Missing You thing. And it's like, it goes back to that thing of him saying, I stand next to you until I can get what you can do, and then I'm out. So the Tupac and Biggie beef goes, it's mad because they've got the guy confessing to Diddy arranging it. I didn't know this existed.
Yeah.
I didn't know this type of palpable evidence suggesting P. Diddy did it existed.
The footage that they were putting out,
Do you know how they got the footage? Diddy was trying to make a counter doc of his own, Didn't pay the guy for the footage. 50 got the footage somehow.
Hey, Diddy's like the not paying specialist.
Brother, the video footage of him in the yard talking to the lawyer on the phone is just nasty work for 50 to have it. Oh, brother. It's monumental how mad this has gotten. So anyway, so it's like you got the Tupac and Biggie beef, and it's nuts because even Tupac, everybody suspects Diddy.
Yeah.
Tupac is going to the studio to meet Big and them, man. He sees a couple guys. The guy's talking about it from his perspective as someone who was up there with Biggie. About to step into the lift, someone was like, nah, stand back. As soon as they come out, they see Tupac just been shot. So then Tupac's like, who else would have known I was there? He's not necessarily pointed at Puff, but he's like, this team. Do you know what I'm saying? That sets off the beef with them, man. Obviously, it escalates. And, you know, we see the Crip guy talking about how they did the hit at the Mike Tyson fight. What's nastier is Biggie's death. Because they were supposed to leave LA.
And he was like, no, they were supposed to go on tour to London.
To UK, to do a press junket.
Around Europe, we're doing press.
Yep.
He's like, we need to be in LA. And he's like, I don't know, that's a good idea. It's kind of hot there right now. He's like, no.
We're having a party.
And then even when you look at like how he orchestrated things, so even with like the same thing with Puck where he's got vehicles, the guy was saying accounts can show this. Like you've got vehicles coming from, was it 8 hours cross country or something crazy like that to drive around at the event? And it's like, well, why are you doing that? Why not hire drivers in the area?
Bro, it was shifty, and I think everybody in the team knows. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think what was quite consistent and revealing is that everybody in the team who did know were very complicit in lots of different ways with what Diddy was up to. Like, you know, they talk about the things that they organized and the appointments they had to make and the stuff they had to schedule. And you start to see that, you guys were, I get you're talking on this doc now, but what you are saying to us is you knew some fucked up shit was going on. You just didn't quite expect it to be as dark. Do you know what I mean? I think Diddy he knows who to network with.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I think he was jealous of Tupac and Biggie. He was jealous of the fact that Tupac and Biggie, they had a respect for each other that artists have for each other. And he knew, as the guy behind you, I'll never get that. So...
And then he can't really rap either.
So destroy it.
So the documentary says.
That's right. So destroy it.
Yeah.
Both of you dead now. And then here he is with Sting doing I'll Be Missing You, coming out dancing. And it's almost a sick, when you see it like that, knowing that Biggie died for your career to exist, You think you've done it again. You stood next to the guy and then you've wiped him out and now it's just you.
But also, it's not even just that moment's happened. That's been a springboard for you.
Yes.
So I'm now going to launch my solo career off the back of your, literally almost on your grave kind of thing.
And now you're a legit rapper. Man, them refer to you as a rapper, bro. That's what was getting me mad because I'm just like, he's there doing interviews and it's just like, it just made me sick, bro. Because do you know what it is? There are people like him in the industry, yeah. They're not dark where murder is a possibility like that. But it's that thing of, okay, I've clocked you. I don't like you. I am going to do something about it, but I'm going to pretend that everything is calm. But when you do get your thing, it's me that did it. I don't know, man.
And do you know what's really funny though? Because I think I've had a little bit of experience in the past with that industry. I won't say too much, but there are people that are, I can see how the pathway goes.
Yeah.
Someone will just, the thing that you want, guess what? I can see you going far. Oh, you really want that? And the thing is, sometimes people's desperation tells on them.
Yes.
And so there are people who are very skilled at picking up on that and can dangle just enough or just the right carrot in front of you and say, oh,
manipulation.
Opportunities if you, I can see you going far, just stick with me.
I'll take care of it.
And that idea for someone who's wanted something for so long, and especially because of his profile,
yeah,
I can only imagine where it's like, oh no, he could actually do this. If I'm in with Diddy, all I need to do is meet Diddy and I'm good.
And that's another part of this thing, right? So obviously he's
like he's the Oprah of music or something.
Yeah, I mean, people looking at him like, bro, if I get my song to Diddy, I can be good.
There used to be people outside the studio just
waiting
with tapes, with
literally
speakers set up and everything.
Man, they'd be singing right there live back in them days, boy. And it's one of them ones where you start to also look at the other dynamic in terms of how he was abusing women, right? And it's that dynamic is, I feel for women in the sense of a lot of women are attracted to powerful men. And they know that there are benefits to being with a powerful man. Your life is probably more comfortable. You don't have to work some situations. And to some women, that's the appeal. It's, that's the win. It's a traditional approach of you make money and I'm happy to just be
the provider.
That's right.
I know that comes with certain things, but I understand their territory generally, so I'm okay with those sacrifices for having the quality of life or that comfort that I want.
Exactly. And you can see that just means that no matter what the reputation is that floats about Diddy, the rumors, he's never gonna struggle to be with women. And that's the part where you go, how dangerous does it need to get? Because whilst we're hearing these things in the dock, back to back to back to back, there were rumors floating around. There are always rumors floating around. I tell you one thing that flagged to me in this doc that no one really talks about. J-Lo.
Yeah, she was just like a blip.
No focus on J-Lo. Just mention that he was with J-Lo and that's it. So in all this time of J-Lo being with Diddy, you didn't see nothing mad. You didn't hear no rumors.
Yeah, she went from Jenny from the block to what block?
You know nothing about this Diddy.
She's like, I'm not familiar with that architecture. It's a different life now.
This Diddy's been the most prolific mad youth behind the scenes.
Wait, they had a case though?
No, that was the Shine in the club. Thing? Yeah, right. She was with him.
Yeah,
but her name don't come up. My thing is this year. The women that have come into contact with Diddy, it tends to be a lot of them that come out like, hey, that was crazy. It was mad. That was rough. I got treated like shit. Cassie's testimony is insane. Then there's all these other women that have had this. J-Lo just unscathed. Just don't talk about it. Just absolutely fine. Diddy was a normal. I even saw Diddy on a street, on a live in a lockdown with J-Lo and her husband.
Wow.
I'm not speculating, but I'm saying that's mad. You the one that got the good treatment. It's either you got the good treatment or you're Diddy as well.
you know what? As you were saying, I was just thinking, what about if Diddy is just the one that we see, the one that gets caught? He's the one that's in the limelight right now. You know, there's talk about there being obviously there being a ring and stuff like that. Maybe Diddy is like the pawn in the game of chess that is the industry and the dark side of. There's people who are even.
So you're saying J-Lo's another piece on the board? Jelly from the block. If you had my love, bro. If you have my... Listen, I'm not trying to go crazy on the accusing J-Lo of anything.
No, I'm not accusing her.
But all I'm saying is her not coming up in all of the Diddy reveals is definitely interesting to me.
I just wonder how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Yeah, and if it goes to J-Lo, because like Danny Kane, well, everybody that came, all the girls that was around Diddy, they all leaving, like even the assistant, this one, that one. But J-Lo, just calm.
Hey, you might be onto something, you know. And I don't know if it's maybe she got that real lawyer, that executive edit out of the doc.
Who knows?
But considering the carnage.
That's what I'm saying. It's too mad.
Considering and the level of carnage we're talking about. Like,
it's too mad.
Like in some ways it almost seems like, and I say this again with all due respect, that Cassie was like the tip of the iceberg. That's just the one that you saw.
Thank you.
He's like, yeah, not like a pimp, not the face, but...
What about the non-famous girls?
Bro.
The ones that don't get the stage.
The ones that just disappeared.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm just like, hey, listen, I hear you.
Yeah, it's just like all of these people came out with trauma.
I hope.
They're just like...
I hope J-Lo's internet ready, bro. She got 24 hours, bro.
What? Bowser's just gonna call her. Also, there was another thing that really stuck in my head, yeah. And I think this is for me where it made the switch for me from seeing Diddy as maybe, not that I saw him as being misunderstood, but I always try to kind of consider that there's more than one perspective to things. And obviously, in some ways, it's easy to make someone look bad. And it's easy for negative news to fly very fast.
Yeah.
But for me, it was really like the Jesus references where I was like, oh, you see yourself different.
Interesting.
So in the music video where he's on the cross.
Yeah.
And was it, it wasn't Kirk Franklin, it was...
Another pastor said to him, you shouldn't do things like this.
Bro, like, take that down, man. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And then he was on the cross like he was Jesus. But then it wasn't just that. It was that coupled with what he'd said later on. So he's in the hotel room and he's talking about himself saying like he's Jesus kind of thing. And for me, it was just like, well, oh, you have like almost like a God complex. Like you see yourself as being almost like too big to fail.
And I think, you know, given what he's been able to do, it's not hard to see how he gets there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I think there is a part of, there's got to be a label for the type of narcissist that he is, because I think narcissist is a word that people use and they throw it around casually. You hear girls label guys narcissists because they've left them or maybe they've cheated and you know what I'm saying? But I think people really looking at narcissism for what it is. He's an extreme case of it because it's constantly evolving with new information. It's getting worse. He's picking up people. He probably can charm the life out of most normal women.
Bro.
What he could do on a first 5-date run,
women,
bro. That's what I'm saying. But like on a first 5-date run, imagine how amazing this guy must be with these women getting them hooked, and then you gradually out of here. It's the best love bomb available on this planet. And then after that, he starts to inject the abuse gradually. But the love bomb was so fantastic, you're already hooked, and you start to see how Cassie, because she was with Ryan Leslie. Ryan Leslie used to work with Diddy. Again, he's taking everybody's girl, bro. I think it tapped Ryan Leslie so much. Ryan Leslie just out here in isolation now, bro.
Let me think of a little bit. You know, they talk about Drake taking people's girls. Like, this is what it is. It's like an industry template. But that's a power play, because from when he was young, he was like, oh, I want your thing.
Yeah.
Like, I've got the fact that he had his wife with children, a family, and then he still wanted Cassie. Is like, are you mad about getting with anyone else? Like, you can't, what did she say? You can't cheat on me. I can cheat on you, you know. Even though he's married.
He's mad. And he had no plans to ever be anything to her. And that's the part where it's like, you just go, you're insane.
Do you know what's...
And he's dangerous.
It's like, you know, like people go to the gym,
Yeah.
And you build up a tolerance, you develop your muscles, you get the reps in. And so to the point where you go into the gym and the way you approach the gym against somebody who's
got to change.
But imagine how he's fine-tuned his ability to manipulate people.
It's like them people...
Think about the amount of people that he's seen.
Yeah.
Women as well. So when you
2 months.
mention that love bombing thing,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people even understand how deep that must be, because it goes beyond what he can do. Is how he arranges things, how he says things, how he creates scenarios where you you feel like you need him.
It's mad, bro. He is like, even the example here, he's like them brothers that watch too much porn and now they're venturing into mad areas just to get their thing going, bro. It's like, it's like, bro, because you don't just start at bestiality, bro. You get there through a mad series of events. Anyway, with that, we're going to the Patreon because start at bestiality is insane. Guys, we'll see you on the other side, man. If you haven't subscribed, it's the price of a coffee. Let's go over there, man. Peace.
Or 2 double cheeseburgers.
Or 2 double. Who's eating 2 double cheese? Stop. Do better, bro.
Now 2026.
So you got a few more weeks left of nonsense.
Yeah.
You're trying to do more damage, bro.
Apple rounds and double cheeseburgers.
Apple rounds. Piss off, bro.